Estrangement should never be your first solution. It should always be your last, because it doesn't get rid of the pain. It extends it and then inflicts it on the next generation, which means it's coming for you now. So you better be very wary of opening that door, because it will be a tough one to close. You better make sure it's worth it.
Isn't she a genius? I'm losing it. Well, you do it to your parents, your children are going to see that. They're going to do it to you. What? The threat, the manipulation, the utter BS is just, oh my goodness. Okay. Can anyone out there tell me if their first step when you recognize things were unraveling with your parent, that your first go-to was to go, okay, bye, I'm done, bye. Anyone can, like, if you did that and you didn't try anything else, you didn't hold on for dear life hoping it would be different, didn't change your behavior, didn't go to therapy hoping that, there was something wrong with you. If you were better, they would be better. All the things. Tell me, if there's any of you out there, please drop a comment and say, I just said F it and walked away and tried nothing and didn't care. And in walking away, I want someone out there to tell me how their parent had access to them to give them something else to heal from. Because a big part of the reason we walk away is not because of the past abuse. It's because of the present abuse. It's because of the things that parent is doing to create more wounds that we then have to heal from, on top of the ones that are already there. And the pain, be forewarned, if you go no contact, your life's going to get worse. That's not completely untrue. Because if you are from a narcissistic family system and you go no contact, a lot of times you end up estranging from the rest of the family, and not necessarily by your choice. So for me personally, I would have only estranged from my mother and my grandparents. Everybody else discarded me because I wasn't playing by the cult rule book, which is sweep everything under the rug and maintain your position and your role in the family, which for me was scapegoat. And of course they want to keep me in there because my leaving means somebody else is on the chopping block. So that pain actually is pretty horrific. And even though when I was in therapy, I was told that was what was going to happen, I was in denial. I thought I would walk away with my brother, my mother's son, as it turns out, and my favorite aunt, who was complicit, as it turns out. I thought I would walk away with at least those two people. I was devastated. And then as time went on and I got healthier and stronger and went through therapy, I also went through a great deal of mourning of the loss of what will never be, my mother never being the mom I needed her to be, that I deserved her to be, never mind needed. The loss of, or the recognition of all the loss that I experienced because of what she did to me. Like, the grieving is real. You are grieving the living. You're grieving what you don't know you might have been because of the trauma. You're grieving the childhood you didn't have. You're grieving the other family members. And you're handling smear campaigns and caring about what people are saying and thinking and doing. It's a good 3 years into no contact before the real peace starts to set in. That doesn't mean the grief goes away forever. And that doesn't mean in those 3 years you don't have any peace and any joy. You do. It just is, life is difficult. Life is difficult not having a family. Seeing Mother's Day, seeing Christmas cards and Norman Rockwell scenes. And life is difficult being reminded of what you didn't have. That definitely hurts. It hurts less than being in those relationships. So it hurts. It pales in comparison to all the joy, all the other times, when it's not a holiday. And even when it is a holiday and you build your own family, or when it is a holiday and you're over the hump of that loss, it gets exponentially better over time. And as far as the children, they learn that we don't tolerate toxicity and abuse. And they get to watch love that doesn't have pain associated with it. So for their generation, for our next generation, they're not exposed to this stuff that gives them a zillion coping mechanisms that they have to fight against every single day of their adulthood. If you have complex PTSD, which I do, or any other mental health things that you're struggling with as a result of this abuse, that's what our children miss out on. Isn't that awful? Oh my God, they get stability and no mixed messaging and silent treatments and hot and cold and triangulation, the weaponization of relationships. I know that's awful. Damn, we're really going to be sorry that we estranged. I'm estranged for over 30 years. I haven't been sorry a day in my life about that part of it. I am sorry that I didn't get the mom I deserved. I am sorry I didn't get the family I deserved. I will never be sorry for taking myself out of that family system and raising my children in love and safety. Not a moment, not ever.